For us, we're looking for a nice, impressive type of horse that's got big movement for the dressage, a good, strong gallop for the cross country, and a big, bold jump for the show jumping. So it's an interesting horse we need to find because it needs to be good at many things.
That's not wrong, so I won't add much. But also, you should think of a horse that's got a very good attitude towards work. A horse with a good brain that wants to work, because there's a lot of work to do with all three phases. So the mental part of the horse is quite important as well.
Many thoroughbreds have the characteristics for what we need for a top event horse. The great thing with the thoroughbred is it's absolutely going to have everything for the cross country, and the cross country is the hardest part of our sport. And the thoroughbred is a master at the cross country, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely, with a very athletic side of it. And I think also they are very serious workers. The attitude to work is incredible, and they can take it quite a lot.
For me now, we're seeing a lot of different breeds in eventing. For me, the ultimate horse is a thoroughbred for 3-day eventing. As long as you can get the movement and the jump, because speed and endurance is such an important part of 3-day eventing. We're seeing all sorts of breeds of horses now. There's the German warm bloods, the Self-Français, Irish sport horses, everything out there, and a mixture of horses. But for me, if you could find a thoroughbred that's got the movement, the brain and the jump, that's the best you can get.
Yeah, it's true. We see probably too many horses that are not designed for eventing. So some of them just can't do it, and some of them who do it damage themselves because they are not designed to gallop at that speed for that long. So either they can't do it, either they can't do it and stay sound. So that's why the thoroughbred is the ultimate even horse. But obviously we're always looking for a cocktail of breeding to add some jump and movement in the dressage. That's why we are tempted to do it, but the good old thoroughbred looks after himself and stays sound, you know, like for longer, and can do he's more suited for an eventing career.
I grew up in Australia, and all we had in Australia was thoroughbreds. To start with, my business was just buying slow racehorses off the track. We could pick them up for $800, $1,500. It was a fantastic feeling training a horse from racing and then teaching him to do dressage and jumping, and I really made most of my success from taking these horses to the 4-star level. I've represented my new country of America at the Rio Olympics on a retired slow racehorse. This horse had about 8 starts, and actually went through one of the adoption programs in the United States, and someone gave him a home and taught him how to jump, and then we spotted him and bought him after that and took him to the Olympics. So it was a really fantastic story. So in my barn now, I probably have 10 to 15 thoroughbreds always in training for eventing, and like I said before, they're my most sort of sought after horse when I'm looking for a event horse. The training process for a thoroughbred can be tough, because from a young age the thoroughbred racehorse has been taught to go, 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 and especially in America and Australia, they are taught to give 100% every time you ride them, and then we've got to get them after racing and say, whoa, easy champ, you know, take your time, relax, be patient, which is hard because the thoroughbred is born and bred to run. So the early training of an off-the-track thoroughbred is to try and get him relaxed and chilled, and let him to understand that life doesn't go at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Next step is to teach him how to jump. If it's a flat track, flat racehorse, obviously jumping, they wouldn't have experienced that, and if they've run over jumps, they've already started that, and probably have to slow them down and teach them to jump a bit slower. What do you think?
Well, I think you said it all.
Oh, thanks, Astier. I'd encourage anyone out there to try and retrain a retired racehorse. Like Astier said, they're a wonderful breed of horse. They really, in their character, they want to try and they want to please. Again, they're often a very affordable horse because once they're too slow for racing, their value is quite affordable for an everyday rider, and it's a great opportunity to give an animal another career in life.
Yeah, as Boyd says, they're very affordable, and they're suitable to sort of any type of riders. Not each horse is, but you've got thoroughbreds who do a great job with amateur riders because they are very forgiving, they try really hard, and they are very careful of the jumps. Even if they don't have all the scope, they will always try their hardest, and some of them make a great story like Boyd's horse at the Olympics.